Imagine, for a transcendent moment, that you are an eternal witness, a solitary observer, adrift upon the boundless ocean of consciousness, your innermost being, an island of tranquility amidst the turbulent tides of thought and emotion that surge through the vast expanse of your mind. This is the essence of mindfulness, a state of profound presence, where one becomes intimately aware of the ebb and flow of existence itself. Yet, in our frenetic modern age, cultivating such a heightened state of awareness can seem like an insurmountable challenge. The incessant clamor of our digitized world, coupled with the relentless demands of work, family, and societal obligations, conspire to ensnare us in a perpetual whirlwind of distraction. We find ourselves adrift, buffeted by the winds of stress and anxiety, our inner equilibrium a fleeting mirage on the horizon. It is here, amidst the tempestuous currents of modernity, that the timeless wisdom of Buddhism beckons us, a lighthouse amidst the storm, offering safe passage to the shores of mindful living. For millennia, this ancient philosophy has illuminated the path towards spiritual enlightenment, imparting profound insights into the nature of human existence and our interconnectedness with the cosmos. At the heart of Buddhist teachings lies the concept of mindfulness, a radiant jewel that, when polished and integrated into our daily existence, can transform our lives in profound and revelatory ways. By anchoring our consciousness in the present moment, we cultivate a heightened awareness of our thoughts, emotions, and physical sensations, liberating ourselves from the shackles of past regrets and future anxieties. Yet, the path to mindful living is not a solitary journey, nor is it a destination to be reached through sheer force of will. Rather, it is a harmonious symphony of daily habits, a tapestry woven from the threads of intentional practices that gradually attune our beings to the rhythms of the present. Like a sculptor meticulously chiseling away at a formless block of marble, each mindful habit chips away at the layers of distraction and disquiet, revealing the masterpiece of inner peace that resides within us all. In this sacred tome, we shall embark upon an odyssey of self-discovery, unveiling 10 enlightened habits inspired by the profound teachings of Buddhism. These potent practices, when diligently integrated into our daily routines, possess the power to transform our lives, imbuing us with a profound sense of presence, clarity, and contentment. So let us cast off the shackles of habitual patterns that tether us to the realm of dissatisfaction and embrace the liberating tenets of mindful living. For it is only through conscious effort and unwavering commitment that we can unlock the gates to our innermost sanctuaries, where the treasures of true fulfillment and spiritual awakening await. Habit 1. Awakening to the present moment. In the hushed embrace of dawn's first light, before the world has fully stirred from its slumber, we find ourselves at the threshold of a profound opportunity, the chance to awaken to the present moment. It is in these sacred hours, when the veil between the dreaming realm and waking reality grows thin, that we can cultivate the art of presence. As your eyelids flutter open, resist the temptation to reach for your ever-present digital tether, that insidious portal to the relentless deluge of information and distraction. Instead, take a moment to simply be, to exist within the sanctity of the here and now. Draw in a deep, revitalizing breath, allowing the crisp morning air to fill your lungs with the essence of life itself. Exhale slowly, releasing the stale vestiges of the night, creating space for the pristine possibilities that the new day holds. As you inhabit this realm of pure presence, allow your senses to awaken fully, like blossoms unfurling their delicate petals to greet the radiant sun. Notice the gentle cadence of your breath, the rhythmic rise and fall of your chest, the symphony of life that echoes within your physical form. Perceive the subtleties that so often elude our distracted minds, the whisper of birdsong drifting through the open window, the kaleidoscopic dance of sunbeams upon the bedroom wall, the comforting warmth of the sheets that cocooned you through the night's journey. In this state of heightened awareness, we begin to shed the shackles of conditioned thinking, the incessant mental chatter that so often dominates our waking hours. We transcend the realm of past regrets and future anxieties, anchoring ourselves firmly in the eternal present, where true liberation resides. As you arise and commence your daily rituals, carry this newfound presence with you like a sacred talisman. Engage with each task, no matter how seemingly mundane, with the utmost mindfulness, whether savoring the robust aroma of your morning brew or relishing the invigorating caress of the shower's rejuvenating streams. Infuse every moment with the radiant light of conscious awareness. For it is through this disciplined practice of presence that we begin to unveil the true nature of our existence, peeling away the layers of conditioned perception to reveal the boundless beauty and wonder that permeates every aspect of the here and now. Habit 2. Embracing the wisdom of silence. In our increasingly cacophonous world, where the incessant din of modern life assaults our senses from every angle, the sacred art of silence has become a rare and precious commodity. Yet, within the hallowed halls of Buddhist teachings, the cultivation of silence is revered as a profound spiritual practice, one that holds the key to unlocking the gates of inner peace and clarity. Just as a still pond reflects the heavens with mirror-like perfection, so too can our minds achieve a state of crystalline clarity when the turbulent waters of thought and distraction are calmed. It is in the depths of silence that we can hear the whispers of our innermost selves, the gentle murmurs of wisdom that so often lie buried beneath the incessant chatter of the ego. To embrace the wisdom of silence, one must be willing to step away from the relentless currents of stimulation that permeate our daily existence. Seek out moments of solitude, whether it be in the hushed embrace of nature's cathedral or the sanctuary of your own private space. In these hallowed refuges, consciously disengage from the siren call of digital distractions, allowing the incessant pings and chimes of notifications to recede into the background. Settle into a comfortable posture, whether seated upon a cushion or nestled amidst the verdant embrace of the natural world. Allow your spine to rise, a pillar of presence amidst the swirling tides of thought and sensation. Draw in a deep cleansing breath, and as you exhale, feel the tension melting away, your physical form becoming a vessel for the sacred art of stillness. In these moments of profound quietude, you may find your mind initially resisting the unfamiliar territory of silence. Thoughts may arise like restless phantoms, clamoring for your attention. Observe these mental fluctuations with gentle detachment, neither clinging to them nor rejecting them outright. Simply allow them to arise, crest, and dissipate like waves upon the shore, returning your awareness to the present moment, anchored in the depths of silence. As you persist in this practice, you will begin to unveil layers of inner wisdom that had previously lain dormant, obscured by the incessant chatter of the world. Insights and revelations may bloom forth, like radiant flowers emerging from the fertile soil of your consciousness. Embrace these sacred epiphanies, allowing them to permeate your being, illuminating the path towards a life of greater mindfulness and inner harmony. In the silence, you may also encounter the echoes of your own inner turmoil, the unresolved conflicts and emotional currents that churn beneath the surface. Rather than recoiling from these intimate encounters, greet them with compassion and acceptance. For it is only through acknowledgement and understanding that we can transmute these challenging aspects of our being, alchemizing them into sources of wisdom and growth. Integrate moments of sacred silence into your daily rituals, whether it be a brief pause amidst the morning hustle or a dedicated period of meditation before retiring for the night. Allow these pockets of stillness to become sanctuaries of refuge, where you can reconnect with the deepest aspects of your authentic self, untainted by the relentless demands of the external world. Habit 3. Cultivating compassion, the wellspring of kindness. In the vast expanse of human experience, few virtues shine as brightly as compassion, that boundless wellspring of kindness, empathy, and unconditional acceptance that lies at the heart of Buddhist teachings. Like a radiant beacon cutting through the fog of self-absorption and indifference, compassion illuminates the path towards a life imbued with profound meaning and interconnectedness. Yet, in our fast-paced, hyper-individualistic society, the art of cultivating compassion can often feel like an uphill battle. Surrounded by a ceaseless barrage of external stimuli and societal pressures, it becomes all too easy to retreat into the fortress of our own egos, erecting impenetrable walls that separate us from the shared experiences of our fellow beings. To counter this insidious tide of detachment, we must consciously nurture the seeds of compassion within our hearts, allowing them to blossom into a vibrant garden of empathy and kindness that extends far beyond the boundaries of our personal spheres. Begin each day by setting a powerful intention to approach every encounter, every interaction with an open and receptive heart. Envision yourself as a vessel of compassion, a conduit through which the boundless love and understanding of the universe can flow freely. As you navigate the landscapes of your daily existence, remain ever vigilant for opportunities to practice this sacred virtue, whether it be offering a warm smile to a harried stranger, extending a listening ear to a friend in need, or simply treating yourself with the same tender kindness you would bestow upon a beloved. Allow compassion to permeate your every action. When confronted with moments of conflict or discord, resist the temptation to retaliate with anger or judgment. Instead, pause and consciously shift your perspective, endeavoring to view the situation through the lens of understanding and empathy. For often, the roots of discord can be traced back to the fertile soil of suffering, where the seeds of pain and trauma have taken hold. In these challenging moments, draw upon the wellspring of compassion that resides within you, allowing it to flow forth like a soothing balm, easing the wounds of both your own inner turmoil and that of those around you. Remember, anger and resentment are but fleeting shadows cast by the flickering flames of ignorance. They hold no true power over those who have embraced the radiant light of compassion. Extend this virtue not only to those within your immediate circle, but to all sentient beings, for the interconnected web of existence binds us all together in a sacred tapestry of shared experience. As you bear witness to the suffering of others, whether human or animal, allow your heart to open, embracing their pain as if it were your own. Through this profound act of empathy, you become a beacon of hope, a wellspring of solace in a world often clouded by indifference and cruelty. For it is only when we transcend the boundaries of our personal narratives and recognize the inherent worth and dignity of all life that we can truly embody the essence of compassion. Integrate this sacred practice into your daily routines, weaving it into the fabric of your thoughts, words, and deeds. Let it become a guiding light, illuminating your path and infusing every aspect of your existence with the radiant warmth of kindness and understanding. For in the end, it is compassion that holds the key to our collective healing and awakening. By nurturing this exquisite virtue within our hearts, we not only transform our own lives, but contribute to the creation of a more just, loving, and harmonious world for all. Habit 4. Embracing impermanence, the dance of change. In the grand tapestry of existence, few truths are as immutable and ever-present as the concept of impermanence. Like the ebb and flow of the ocean's tides, the relentless march of change pervades every aspect of our lived experience, from the fleeting impermanence of thought and emotion to the inexorable cycle of birth, growth, decay, and ultimately, death itself. Yet for many of us, the notion of impermanence can be a source of profound discomfort and existential angst. Conditioned by the illusion of permanence and the false promise of security, we cling tenaciously to the ephemeral, grasping at the transient pleasures and possessions that adorn our lives like so many gilded chains. It is here, in the heart of this fundamental human struggle, that the liberating teachings of Buddhism offer a profound path towards acceptance and inner freedom. By embracing the inevitability of change, we can begin to relinquish our attachments to the temporal, opening ourselves to the boundless potential of each fleeting moment. To integrate this transformative understanding into your daily existence, start by cultivating a heightened awareness of the ever-shifting nature of your experience. As you navigate the currents of your waking hours, bear witness to the ceaseless flow of sensations, thoughts, and emotions that ebb and surge through the vast expanse of your consciousness. Notice how the seemingly solid foundations upon which you have built your sense of self are, in truth, mere constructs, malleable and ever-evolving, shaped by the infinite dance of impermanence. Like the sands upon a windswept beach, the contours of your identity shift and reform with each passing moment, sculpted by the currents of experience that ceaselessly reshape the landscape of your being. Rather than resisting this fundamental truth or clinging to the illusion of stasis, greet each transformative moment with open embrace. For it is only in accepting the impermanent nature of all phenomena that we can truly liberate ourselves from the shackles of attachment and suffering. When faced with the inevitable changes that punctuate our lives, the loss of a loved one, the dissolution of a cherished relationship, or the fading of youthful vitality, resist the temptation to retreat into the shadows of grief and despair. Instead, honor the transient beauty of that which has passed, celebrating the profound impact it has had upon the tapestry of your existence. Like the Buddhist monks who meticulously craft intricate mandalas from vibrantly colored sands, only to ceremonially dismantle their masterpieces upon completion, learn to hold the treasures of your life with an open palm. Appreciate their fleeting presence, yet remain unshackled by the desire to possess or control that which is eternally in flux. Embrace the wisdom of impermanence as a catalyst for growth and transformation. Just as the caterpillar must surrender to the chrysalis, shedding its former self to emerge as a breathtaking butterfly, so too must we periodically discard the outgrown vestiges of our past selves, allowing space for the unfolding of our truest nature. In doing so, we liberate ourselves from the confines of stagnation and complacency, embarking upon a perpetual journey of self-discovery and spiritual awakening. For it is only by accepting the inevitability of change that we can truly inhabit the present moment, savoring its ephemeral beauty without attachment or fear. Habit 5. Practicing mindful consumption, nourishing the mind, body, and soul. In our increasingly fast-paced and consumeristic society, the act of consumption has become a mindless ritual, a habitual indulgence driven more by unconscious cravings than by genuine need or nourishment. We gorge ourselves on a steady diet of empty calories, be they the sugary confections that tempt our palates, or the insidious mental junk food that bombards our senses from every digital screen and advertisement. Yet, as Buddhist teachings so eloquently remind us, true sustenance extends far beyond the mere gratification of physical hunger or fleeting sensory pleasures. To nourish our beings on a profound and holistic level, we must cultivate a practice of mindful consumption, a conscious and intentional approach to that which we allow to enter our bodies, minds, and souls. Begin by examining your relationship with food, that most fundamental of consumables. Rather than mindlessly shoveling sustenance into your mouth while distracted by the endless stream of digital stimuli, commit to savoring each meal as a sacred ritual of nourishment. As you prepare your food, whether a simple repast or an elaborate culinary creation, infuse the process with a sense of reverence and mindfulness. Notice the vibrant hues and textures of the ingredients, the symphony of aromas that tantalize your senses, and the intricate dance of flavors that will soon grace your palate. When you sit down to partake in this communion with the earth's bounty, do so with utmost presence. Engage all of your senses, relishing the visual artistry of the presentation, inhaling the tantalizing fragrances, and allowing each succulent morsel to linger upon your tongue, a celebration of the natural world's habit. 6. Cultivating beginner's mind, the art of unlearning. In the vast expanse of our lived experiences, it can be all too easy to fall into the trap of unconscious patterning, the insidious tendency to view the world through the distorted lens of preconceived notions and hardened beliefs. Like well-trodden paths that have been etched into the terrain of our psyches, these ingrained patterns of perception can blind us to the boundless potential and beauty that lies beyond the familiar boundaries of our comfort zones. Yet, the liberating teachings of Buddhism offer a potent antidote to this affliction of the mind, a powerful concept known as beginner's mind. This sacred principle invites us to approach each moment, each experience, with the wide-eyed wonder and insatiable curiosity of a child, unencumbered by the shackles of preconceived judgments or expectations. To cultivate this transformative state of being, you must first acknowledge the self-imposed limitations that have calcified within your consciousness over the years. Identify the rigid beliefs, the stubborn biases, and the deeply ingrained narratives that have shaped your perception of reality and consciously loosened their grip upon your psyche. Imagine yourself as a pristine canvas, awaiting the masterful strokes of the present moment's infinite possibilities. With each breath, feel the layers of conditioned thinking slowly dissolving, creating space for the unbridled creativity and childlike wonder that lies dormant within you. As you navigate the landscapes of your daily existence, make a conscious effort to approach every encounter, every task, as if experiencing it for the very first time. Resist the temptation to rely upon past precedents or well-worn scripts, and instead remain open and receptive to the unique nuances and revelations that each unfolding moment holds. When confronted with a familiar situation or interaction, pause and consciously shift your perspective, endeavoring to view it through the lens of a boundless curiosity. Ask yourself, what if I knew nothing about this experience? How might I perceive it differently, unencumbered by the weight of preconceptions? In doing so, you may uncover hidden depths and layers of insight that had previously eluded your accustomed gaze, unveiling new pathways of understanding and growth that were obscured by the veil of familiarity. Embrace the art of questioning, not from a place of skepticism or doubt, but from a genuine desire to peel away the layers of assumption and delve into the heart of the matter at hand. Approach each query with the humility and openness of a true seeker, recognizing that the vast expanse of knowledge and wisdom extends far beyond the boundaries of your personal experience. As you traverse the terrain of beginner's mind, you may occasionally stumble upon moments of discomfort or disorientation as the familiar landmarks of your conditioned reality begin to shift and dissolve. In these instances, resist the temptation to retreat into the comforting embrace of the known. Instead, lean into the uncertainty, allowing it to become a crucible of transformation, forging within you a newfound resilience and adaptability. For it is in the act of unlearning, of surrendering our tightly held beliefs and assumptions, that we create space for the boundless potential of growth and discovery. Like the Buddhist monks who meticulously sweep their temple grounds each day, removing every speck of dust and debris, so too must we periodically clear away the accumulated detritus of conditioned thinking, creating a pristine canvas upon which the ever-unfolding present can etch its masterpiece. Habit 7. Cultivating non-attachment, untangling the knots of desire. In the ceaseless currents of human existence, few forces wield as much power over our hearts and minds as the insatiable hunger of desire. Like an ever-burning flame, our wants and cravings consume our thoughts, fueling an endless cycle of grasping and dissatisfaction that leaves us perpetually adrift, seeking solace in the fleeting and impermanent. From the seemingly innocuous yearnings for material possessions or sensory pleasures, to the deeper, more existential longings that shape our life trajectories, the tendrils of desire wind their way through every facet of our lived experiences, binding us to the illusion of lack and incompleteness. It is here, amidst the tangled knots of human craving, that the profound teachings of Buddhism offer a potent path towards liberation, the practice of non-attachment. By consciously untangling the complex web of desires that ensnares our consciousness, we can begin to cultivate a state of profound inner freedom, unburdened by the weight of insatiable wants and the inevitable disappointments they breed. To integrate this transformative principle into your daily existence, start by developing a heightened awareness of the currents of desire that course through your mind and body. Notice the subtle enticements that arise, be they the fleeting temptation of a sugary treat or the deeper, more profound yearnings for success, validation, or romantic fulfillment. As these longings surface, resist the instinctive urge to indulge or suppress them. Instead, greet them with a spirit of gentle curiosity and compassionate detachment. Observe the physical sensations and emotional undercurrents that accompany these cravings, without judgment or resistance. In doing so, you begin to loosen the grip that desire holds over your consciousness, untangling the intricate knots that have bound you to the perpetual cycle of dissatisfaction. Like a skilled sailor navigating treacherous waters, you learn to acknowledge the currents of want without allowing them to sweep you off course. As you progress along this path of non-attachment, you may find yourself confronted by the deeper, more existential desires that have shaped the trajectory of your life. The yearning for purpose, meaning, or a sense of belonging in this vast cosmos. Rather than clinging to these profound longings or rejecting them outright, embrace them with open acceptance, recognizing that they are merely transient currents in the ever-flowing stream of existence. In moments of acute craving or attachment, whether to a material possession, a relationship, or a cherished dream, pause and consciously reflect upon the impermanent nature of all phenomena. Visualize the object of your desire as a fleeting mirage, a shimmering illusion that holds no true substance or permanence. Remind yourself that true fulfillment and lasting contentment can never be found in the acquisition of external things or the attainment of ever-shifting goals. For these pursuits are akin to chasing shadows, ever elusive and ultimately unfulfilling. Instead, turn your gaze inward towards the boundless wellspring of peace and equanimity that resides within your own being. It is here, in the depths of your authentic self, that you will uncover the secrets to a life unchained from the shackles of desire. A life rooted in profound presence, gratitude, and acceptance of the ever-unfolding mystery of existence. As you progress along this sacred journey, you may find that the objects of your former cravings lose their alluring grip upon your psyche. Like a snake shedding its outgrown skin, you will begin to slough off the layers of attachment that once bound you, emerging into a state of profound liberation and inner freedom. In this rarefied space, you will discover that the true treasures of existence lie not in the acquisition of fleeting pleasures or possessions, but in the cultivation of a heart unburdened by the weight of desire, a heart that can fully embrace the infinite beauty and wonder of each passing moment, untethered and unencumbered. Habit 8. Radical presence, the gift of the present moment. In the relentless rush of modern existence, where the incessant demands of productivity and digital overstimulation conspire to uproot us from the fertile soil of the present moment, the art of radical presence has become a rare and precious commodity. Too often, we find ourselves adrift in the turbulent currents of past regrets and future anxieties, our minds perpetually untethered, grasping at the ephemeral shadows of what has been or what may yet come to pass. Yet, as the illuminating teachings of Buddhism so eloquently remind us, it is only by anchoring ourselves firmly in the eternal now that we can truly unlock the gates to profound fulfillment, inner peace, and a life imbued with authenticity and purpose. To cultivate this transformative state of being, we must first acknowledge the insidious habits and patterns that have conspired to separate us from the sacred ground of the present. Identify the sources of mental distraction and restlessness that persistently lure your consciousness away from the here and now. Be they the siren call of digital notifications, the incessant chatter of the inner critic, or the relentless tide of worries and ruminations that ceaselessly churn within the depths of your habit 9, the sacred pause, embracing stillness amidst the storm. In the relentless currents of our frenetic modern world, where the incessant demands of productivity and digital stimulation threaten to sweep us away into a whirlpool of constant motion and distraction, the ancient practice of embracing stillness has become a rare and precious commodity. Yet, as the timeless wisdom of Buddhism so eloquently reminds us, it is only by periodically anchoring ourselves in the hallowed sanctuary of sacred pause that we can cultivate the resilience, clarity, and inner fortitude necessary to navigate the turbulent waters of existence with grace and equanimity. To integrate this profound art into the tapestry of your daily existence, you must first acknowledge the insidious patterns and conditioned tendencies that have conspired to separate you from the fertile ground of stillness. Identify the sources of restlessness and agitation that persistently lure your consciousness away from the present moment. Be they the relentless chatter of the inner critic, the siren call of digital distractions, or the incessant tide of worries and ruminations that ceaselessly churn within the depths of your psyche. Once you have cultivated this heightened awareness, consciously create pockets of stillness woven throughout the fabric of your day's sacred pauses amidst the swirling currents of activity and busyness. These hallowed respites need not be elaborate or extended. Even a few mindful moments, intentionally carved out amidst the chaos, can serve as potent anchors, tethering you to the eternal present and allowing the turbulent waters of your mind to settle. Perhaps it is a brief meditation upon first awakening, where you embrace the stillness of the early morning hours, allowing the gentle cadence of your breath to become the metronome that guides you into a state of profound tranquility. Or maybe it is a midday oasis, a few stolen moments of respite where you step away from the incessant demands of work and responsibility, seeking solace in the hushed embrace of nature or the sanctuary of a quiet space. Wherever and whenever you choose to pause, approach these sacred interludes with the utmost reverence and intention. Settle into a comfortable posture, allowing your spine to rise like a pillar of presence amidst the swirling tides of distraction. Draw in a deep cleansing breath, and as you exhale, feel the tension melting away from your physical form, creating a vessel of stillness amidst the storm. In these hallowed moments of quietude, you may find your mind initially resisting the unfamiliar territory of stillness, like a restless child unaccustomed to the art of patience. Thoughts may arise, clamoring for your attention, like persistent waves crashing against the shores of your consciousness. Greet these mental fluctuations with gentle detachment, neither clinging to them nor forcefully rejecting them. Simply observe them with the impartial gaze of a witness, allowing them to crest, dissipate, and return to the vast ocean of stillness from whence they came. As you persist in this practice, you will begin to unveil layers of profound insight and inner wisdom that had previously lain dormant, obscured by the incessant chatter of the external world. Revelations and epiphanies may bloom forth, like radiant flowers emerging from the fertile soil of your consciousness, offering guidance and clarity amidst the tempests of daily life. Embrace these sacred epiphanies, allowing them to permeate your being and illuminate the path towards a life of greater mindfulness, resilience, and inner harmony. For it is in the hallowed sanctuary of stillness that we can truly hear the whispers of our authentic selves, untainted by the relentless cacophony of societal demands and external influences. Integrate these pockets of sacred pause into the rhythms of your daily existence, treating them as essential oases of rejuvenation and spiritual nourishment. Whether it is a few mindful moments upon awakening, a midday respite amidst the flurry of activity, or a dedicated period of meditation before retiring for the night, allow these interludes of stillness to become sanctuaries of refuge, hallowed spaces where you can reconnect with the deepest aspects of your true nature and find solace amidst the ever-shifting tides of existence. Habit 10. Embracing interconnectedness, the tapestry of life. In the grand tapestry of existence that spans the vast expanse of the cosmos, few truths shine as brilliantly as the profound interconnectedness that binds all sentient beings together in a sacred web of shared experience. From the intricate dance of subatomic particles to the choreographed ballet of celestial bodies, the fundamental nature of reality itself is woven from the threads of interdependence and interrelationship. Yet, in our increasingly fragmented and individualistic society, it can be all too easy to lose sight of this universal truth, to retreat into the illusory confines of our personal narratives and perceived separateness. We erect impenetrable walls around our hearts and minds, fortifying the delusion of isolation and self-containment, all the while failing to recognize the intricate tapestry of life that encompasses us all. It is here, amidst the darkened chambers of our self-imposed solitude, that the liberating teachings of Buddhism beckon us forth, illuminating the path towards a more expansive and interconnected way of being. By consciously cultivating an awareness of our fundamental interdependence with all that exists, we can begin to dismantle the barriers that separate us from the boundless wellspring of compassion, empathy, and reverence for the sacred web of life. To integrate this transformative understanding into the fabric of your daily existence, start by attuning your senses to the intricate symphony of interdependence that resounds throughout the natural world. As you step out into the embrace of the morning sun, allow your awareness to expand beyond the confines of your personal experience, perceiving the intricate dance of life that unfolds all around you. Notice the delicate interplay between the elements, the gentle caress of the breeze upon your skin, the nourishing warmth of the sun's radiant rays, the exquisite symphony of birdsong that heralds the dawn. In this moment, you are not a mere observer, but an integral strand woven into the vast tapestry of existence, intimately connected to the rhythms and cycles that sustain all life. Extend this awareness to the beings that share this sacred space, be they the industrious insects pollinating the vibrant blooms or the majestic trees that provide shelter and sustenance to countless forms of life. Recognize that you are but one thread in an intricate web, interdependent upon and intimately bound to the well-being of all that surrounds you. As you navigate the currents of your day, remain ever vigilant for opportunities to deepen your sense of interconnectedness with the human tapestry as well. Approach each encounter, each interaction, as a sacred exchange, a chance to strengthen the bonds that unite us all in our shared journey through this vast mystery we call life. When conversing with friends, colleagues, or even strangers, make a conscious effort to listen deeply, not merely to the words being spoken, but to the unvoiced narratives, the unspoken hopes and fears that reverberate beneath the surface. In doing so, you open yourself to the profound realization that we are all kindred spirits, united in our search for meaning, fulfillment, and a sense of belonging within the grand scheme of existence. In moments of conflict or discord, resist the temptation to retreat into the fortress of self-righteousness or judgment. Instead, consciously shift your perspective, endeavoring to view the situation through the lens of empathy and compassion. For often, the roots of discord can be traced back to the fertile soil of suffering and disconnection, where the seeds of pain and trauma have taken hold. By recognizing our shared humanity, our intrinsic interconnectedness with all that exists, we can begin to heal the wounds that divide us, replacing anger and resentment with understanding and a reverence for the sacred tapestry that binds us all together. Embrace this profound truth, not merely as an intellectual concept, but as a lived reality, a guiding principle that infuses every aspect of your existence with a sense of wonder, gratitude, and humility before the vast mysteries of the cosmos. For it is only when we shed the illusion of separateness and fully inhabit the sacred web of interdependence that we can truly unlock the gates to a life imbued with purpose, meaning, and an abiding sense of belonging within the grand symphony of existence. In the end, the path of mindful living, illuminated by the timeless wisdom of Buddhism, is a journey of profound transformation,